Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Salam sejahtera, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Welcome to IPMI Institute, IPMI International Business School. We are very honored for having the distinguished speakers, which is Mr. Rosa Govananto,
Good
and
evening, Prof.
then good evening, Miss Lindawati Oktaviani.
Good
Good
evening,
evening.
Prof. Thank you, Prof.
And of course, Mr. Masudawan. Good evening.
Good evening, Prof.
And also we are happy to have Diajeng Sekartaji as our also student to act as the moderator for this sharing session of MBA programs from EP.
Good evening, Prof.
So welcome to all the participants, all the faculty members, friends, colleagues. And of course, we also very happy and very proud to hear the testimonial statement from our alums. Well, a short introduction about myself. My name is Aman Wirakartakusuma. So I'm originally from West Java, Jawa Barat. So I'm Sundanese. So I was my background was director of IPB University in Bogor. I was also the ambassador of Indonesia to UNESCO and holding several responsibility in public, government offices, as well as the international activities. So my short remark probably in this sharing session was I would like to underline the legacy of IPMI, why IPMI is so important. We just celebrated our 40 years anniversaries. It was established by our founding fathers, the Lieutenant General of Bustani Arifin, who just also got the award as the fathers for cooperatives and dairy industry. The good things to share with you, then we are very proud that the first opening speech for IPMI was delivered by late Professor Sumitro Joyo Hadikusumo. So the fathers of our president now, Pak Prabowo Subianto, and also by Professor Ali Wardana. So this is very, eminent, scientists and also a public position in the country. And we were led also by the Dean of School of Business from Harvard University, Professor Hansen. So we are happy that with that background, we are doing the IPMI programs, and we are happy to hear that all the alumni from IPMI is very proud and very confident of being alumni of IPMI. As you also mentioning why that IPMI is so proud to become the leading business school in Indonesia, it's not only because we are conducting all the learning process in English, but we do as the example how that we can apply this case method in our program study. And we are happy to have Dr. Hadari Habir also with us tonight, where all these Harvard cases are led by his leadership in EP. We do also receive some of the international recognition based on the voting from all the dean of business school around the world. And EP has received the 3 Palms recognition, the same recognition given to ITB and also University of Indonesia. So in the School of Business, I think EP is quite strong. The other probably proud that we have for our alumni, as you heard that 100% of MBA student is already, get occupation. So a lot of famous figures like the Minister of Eco, Dr. Rinaldi Firmansyah, the CEO of the Telkom, and then Mr. Doni Arsal, CEO of the Cement Group Indonesia, Ms. Cynthia Rulsi, the Finance Director of PLN. So those is figures that, again, reflecting how strong the contribution of IPMI alumni to the society and to the public. The other probably strength that IPMI is also being recognized is the executive education. We are producing, I think, more than 2,000 graduates from asset education, which is holding the position in almost all the state-owned enterprises and many also the private companies. So I think with that probably strength that we have, we do recognize some of the exemplary of international cooperation. Like we have the joint programs, the degree programs, the Burgundy School of Business, MLeon, Exeter's. Recently, we had the collaboration also with the University of Southern California, Melbourne Business School, Fujian Polytechnic Normal University from China, INSEAD from France, Catholic Lisbon, and many other universities that with us. And we do also proud to have the cooperation with industry, such as Orang Tua Group, Bulog, the Family Business Networks, the KB Felbury, Plan Indonesia, and definitely we are happy to have collaboration with Yayasan Putih Indonesia, when Jolene also with the current now the current moderator of our discussion tonight. So I would like to thank you all the speakers for your contribution, and especially special probably example can be given by the CEO of PT Selmas Railway when he hosted our MBA student to come to Sulawesi and to learn about that in his company or his programs. So also thanking to again Miss Lindawati is our best graduate student from this graduation day. And Pak Wasudawan, of course, is our also alumni. So we are very honored to have all you contributing, attending this meeting on the screen, and we expect you to join IPMI very shortly. So thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you so much, Professor Aman, for your inspiring and thoughtful words. And before we dive into the topic, let me give you the first session brief overview. We will learn about strategic partnership, public-private partnership, and also enhancing connectivity within businesses. I believe the session will give us valuable perspective and achieving rapid and sustainable business growth. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce our first speaker, Pak Rosa Bovananto, the CEO at PT Celebes Railway Indonesia. Pak Rosa will share his insight on how business growth is achieved at PT CRI. Pak Rosa, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Aulia, Diajeng Aulia, and thank you for Prof. Aman and all the audience tonight. Firstly, I will share screen. Okay. Okay. So I hope my presentation can make more clear information about combining business and government and financial sector, especially in PPP. So this session in practical insights, especially in my presentation to make a rapid growth in the PPP railway industry. So firstly, I will share the info memo of the project. Of course, this is one of the strategic national project that already prepared by the government to make the transportation and connectivity between East and West disparity more shorter, and we win the tendering in 2019, and I already start from tendering, and a part of the shareholder is a foreign company come from China, CCCCEI, and other majority shareholder come from the state-owned enterprise, PP, and two other companies come from the national company construction investment in Indonesia. So the project is phase one of the Greater Trans Sulawesi Railway Network, and This is the first connection between Maros, Kabupaten District of Maros, District of Pangkep, and District of Baru go through next phase to Parepare and to Makassar. And normally in the PPP project, we know the definition of GCA, Government Contracting Agency. So that's they have a responsibility as the owner or client for the PPP sector, and they put the PPP in this case with the availability payment scheme. And the scope of project, we build and we construct a capital expenditure for siding. F go through Tonasa factory and go through Garongkong port, and preparing the operation and maintenance until 17 years to all segment B, C, D, F go through Maros and Parepare. So the investment cost for the total railway track approximately 8.2 trillion rupiah, and PPP investment 2 trillion rupiah, and we get some concession period 70 years start from construction operation date. And this is quite the interesting scheme because at the picture we can see that we get some award from the Minister of Finance that they give the of several company that fulfill the creative financing. So what's the meaning of the creative financing? So the funding for the total railway from Maros go through Kabupaten Baru come from the several source of fund. We call it the SPSN, Syariah. That's just same like APBN, and a part of the local government budget, and other part is PPP budget or KPBU. And on the left side, we can show some a little bit complicated scheme, but this is normal in PPP scheme that we are not have a responsibility for user charge or user paying, but we will serve the availability services, go to the government or go through other operator. So they pay in the flat flat tariff and flat payment revenue for PPP availability payment. And the other interesting is, firstly, we get some quite difficult financial close because this is the first model in Indonesia infrastructure that's not be famous in the commercial scheme in the lender, but finally we get the financial close with the consortium Indonesia Infrastructure Fund that Pak Renaldi, one of the lecturer of IPMI, involved in the EEF, and Bank Syariah Indonesia, and other thing is other lender is SMI. And other achievement for our scheme is we already get the opportunity and final finish the restructuring or refinancing. So now the lender full the Mandiri will get the funding for this investment. And maybe everybody still need to have an understanding about the PPP availability payment. So PPP availability payment is one of the private investment and private involvement for partnership in investment, but they don't have enough commercial scheme in this case here. So because the government have a lot of program to develop or to increase the target for infrastructure from West Indonesia until East Indonesia, but commercially in the east part of Indonesia is quite low. So they have the concept, private sector fulfill the budgeting and finish the capital expenditure first, and the government will split the payment and the flat tariff, flat revenue with the service availability outcome. And of course, advantage and availability payment structure, they have both sides for government and for us. We have a risk transfer, incentive performance, and budget, and faster delivery because they give design, build, operation, transfer. So we will prepare this construction more faster than normal construction. And challenges and consideration. So, of course, higher private financing costs because totally the risk give to the business entity. And the key point of PPP ability payment, value of money, and preparing some PPP unit like center of PPP. And in every technical minister, they have a center of PPP, and preparing evaluation and put the project as a strategic project from the government. And procedure must be transparent because this is full guarantee from the government. And after they put the strategic project, and they prepare the project development fund. After this chapter, I will explain what is the PDF. PDF is part of important uh, item, important phase that we will get from the PPP with the concept in ability payment. So this is the PDF concept. So I hope the graphic not complicated. Just we can see the transaction. So after the planning preparation come from the government, if the project already put in the national strategy project, the transaction and contract signing and implementation that will be support by the government with the PDF concept project development fund with the some entity from the Minister of Finance. So this scheme make all the funder quite happy. And other thing that important that I already get from the lecturer from the IPMI, that one of the sustainability strategy ESG. So we have 12 program that we put at the SDGs that the Minister of Transportation Future 2030, they have a concept for the SDGs. And we have 23 programs. I'm not explain detail, but of course, environment, social, and governance. And environment, we already prepare some steps, go through the process, and social and governance already we prepare. And this is one of the suggestion from Pak Hasnul and Bu Melia that we must preparing some carbon footprint. And we already get some consultant and make a lot of discussion, reporting, survey, and check the gap. And we already put the dashboard on the green o-meter. So this is the carbon footprint and all the reporting, all the progress of the what to call it, the ESG will be reporting in this dashboard, and we will explore to get the benefit for green carbon credit after this step. So the summary of the session tonight, of course, we get a lot of lesson learned about stakeholder partnership, how to make a good communication, good leadership between business entity, internally between a shareholder, and externally between a lender, government, and other stakeholder like funder and other foreign company. So this is important thing that I get the lesson learned from the IPMI. And financial modeling, of course, previously my background is architect, so I get a lot of lesson learned from Prof. Vivi, how to check the profitability of the company and make all the correction for the financial risk for this business. So later on in the immersion project, all the team that our group in the immersion project already helped me to evaluate how the modeling for this PPP, the first PPP in Indonesia for the railway sector, safe for the future 17 years concession. And other thing, of course, Pak Dery, uh, we get some operational efficiency with the human capital management and related with the organization strategy, because one of the issue in our case is how to build, how to strengthening the human resource to be one of the uh, strengthening factor for operational efficiency in our case. And ESG, I already explained before. We prepare some CSV, how to make the community happy with our activities. We have the indigenous people, we have the education at the community, and we have the environment to planting the tree, and we try to make the green human resource management. That's will get some good what you call it, good explore how to make our human resource get some benefit to explore the green concept in this case. And other thing, automation. Of course, we have some lecturer in IPMI, how to make the future railway operation more advanced, because we cannot avoid the automation tools at the future. So we already prepare some tools. Now all the module we prepare with tablet, not the paper, not the use the paper. So we prepare some paperless module and combining with the ERP system. So reporting for the availability, sustainability, infrastructure in operating this railway will be more enhanced. And other thing is prepare some connectivity for the future. So we are now preparing with China investment to prepare go through Makassar and Parepare and other segment to finish all the Trans Sulawesi railway project. So I think the last capture just a picture. This is to give more information for the audience that maybe some audience never go there to Sulawesi and see. This is our project in Siding F, go to Tonasa factory. This is station in the middle of the rural Mangilu, Taraweyang, Desa Taraweyang. And this is the siding go through the port, Garongkong Port. This is the track passenger train go to Garongkong Port. So we prepare the integrated development for the future TOD. And after this, we will push the Astacita. Our infrastructure will be support Astacita as the one of the bulog, what call it, the bulog storage for the supporting the what to call it, the beras for the public, for the ketahanan pangan in Indonesia. I think this is the last picture. The previous minister Budi Karya Sumadi. This is still ongoing project, and my president director Helmi Adam, previously IPMI student too, and this is some testimony from the World Bank, especially for ESG and biodiversity, and we preparing cultural heritage protection for this project. I think this, Ms. Diajeng, my presentation. I hope all the audience can understand better than before about the railway in Sulawesi. Thank you.
Terima kasih banyak, Pak Rosa. Thank you so much for sharing those inspiring insight on business growth strategy at PT Celebes Railway Indonesia. And few highlights here from Pak Rosa that by investing in modern technology and automation tools, PT Celebes Railway Indonesia streamlines operation, improves efficiency, and strengthens the connectivity as seen in the Makassar-Parepare railway line, which aims to accelerate economic growth in South Sulawesi. And through these efforts, PT Celebes Railway Indonesia is building a future that prioritizes efficiency, sustainability, and also regional development.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pak
Thank
Rosa.
you. Thank you, Aulia.
Yeah. If you have any question or thoughts during the presentation, please type them into the chat box. Feel free to address your question to a specific speaker or keep them general. We will have a dedicated Q&A session after all the speakers have shared their insight, and I will select questions from the chat to be answered. Next, allow me to introduce our second speaker, Ibu Lindawati Oktaviani, the Finance Director at PT Bank Sibank Indonesia. Ibu Linda will share her experience and strategy for achieving business growth in the banking industry. Ibu Linda, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Aulia. Good evening, Prof. Aman, Prof. Dery, and also Pak Rosa, Pak Wasudewan. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Good evening, Bapak Ibu semuanya. I hope all of you are doing well today. My name is Lindawati, and I'm truly honored to be here with you. Okay, so let me share the practical insight for rapid business growth, and as part of management of Cbanks, a digital-first bank focused on providing accessible financial solutions to everyone, particularly the underserved populations in Indonesia. Over the next 15 minutes, I'll share some practical insights that have contributed to the rapid business growth, particularly from my experience at Cbank. And the goal is hopefully to inspire and equip you all with strategies that you can apply in your own professional or personal journeys. Next slide, please. Yeah, I shared before, basically my education background is accounting. I also hold a certified accountant and also MBA degree from IPMI. I am a wife and also proud mom of two. My professional journey includes leading Cbank Indonesia finance team in building a sustainable and efficient financial system that caters to underserved communities. My philosophy is simple: continuously learn, adapt, and grow. That's what has guided me so far in my career. Next slide, please. Okay, let's talk about Cbank's journey. Cbank started in 1991 at PT Bank Kesejahteraan Ekonomi. Over the years, BKI, Bank Kesejahteraan Ekonomi, evolved. In 1992, we officially started banking operations. And by 2020, BKI was acquired by C Group and had grown to hold around 3.4 trillion in assets and employed over 300 people. Then in 2021, we transformed into PT Bank, Cbank Indonesia under the C Group as the ultimate shareholders. And what's remarkable is that Cbank transitioned from a traditional bank into digitalized bank, aiming to provide simple, efficient, and inclusive banking services to all Indonesians. And this transformation is driven by one mission: to serve the unbanked population, including underserved people, through digital solution. Next slide, please. At Cbank, our vision is to redefine the banking experience and improve the life of underserved communities in Indonesia. I think as we know, back in 2008, the real victim of the global economic crisis is the bottom of the pyramid, of which we call it the underserved. And our mission is to make banking easy and accessible for everyone. We live in a world where digital technology has broken barriers. And our aims is to ensure that no one is left behind when it comes to financial access. Is also our lesson learned from the global economic crisis. Financial inclusion is also part of the key goals of the government of Indonesia, as stipulated in the President of Indonesia decree, and also OJK and Bank Indonesia goals. So whether you are in bustling city or remote village, Cbanks wants to be there for you. Next slide, please. Let me highlight some of Cbank key achievements so far. First, break even in 18 months. So we achieved the operational break even in a quite short period, thanks to the efficient cost management and a focus on growth areas. In terms of the business growth, we have recorded 74% of CAGR as a reflection of our customer acquisition success and digital banking strategy. And in terms of the credit risk management, despite challenges, we can reduce NPL ratio. And this is basically showcasing strong financial discipline. On the capital adequacy, we maintain a solid capital adequacy ratio, which has supported our growth trajectory and help us managing the risk. On the left-hand side, let me share a bit about the growth highlight. In terms of the net interest income, so the top line in the banking industry, we basically able to grow steadily from 416 billion to 1.7 trillion in 2023. In terms of the profit before tax, we also able to move from significant losses in the earlier years to basically try to clean up the legacy, because at the time we also experienced the COVID pandemic with the losses of minus 313 billion in 2021. And as of December 2023, we can achieve 241 billion. And hopefully by end of this year, we can achieve of more than 450 billion in terms of profit before tax. It means our return on assets can achieve 1.6-1.7%. And then loan distribution itself, we are able to increase the loan distribution, the loan disbursement as part of our vision to basically focus in providing financial services to the unbanked populations. Increased sharply to 20.79 trillion in October 24. In terms of third-party fund, as our funding sources basically increased to 25.9 trillion per October 2024. We are grateful for the customer trust, and we believe banking is the basically trust business. And I think we basically make sure we highly comply in all prevailing regulations, because this is part of our commitment to basically give trust and integrity to all our customers. And in terms of capital adequacy, remains solid at 34.93%, and NPL ratio were reduced from 7.89% due to the legacy loan portfolio in the earlier years to currently below 2%. It reflects improved credit risk management, and this result reflect how a clear strategy, discipline, execution, and focus on customer have driven our achievement. Next slide, please. At Cbank, we believe that success is not just about the numbers; it's also about the culture. I think having quite some times with Cbank, I can testify that despite our technology adoption advancement, we believe people is still our greatest assets. Yeah, therefore, our culture is based on these 5 key principles. Customer first, we put customer needs above all else. And agility, we adapt quickly to changes and continuously improve. Result-oriented, we focus on delivering measurable outcomes. And teamwork, we make sure everyone can work together, collaborate, and support each other. Yeah, it's all about synergy. Each individual counts. Yeah. And in terms of the integrity, we always do the right things even when no one is watching. And it's again need to consistently through the leading by example, by all top management. That's how we basically make sure this is instilled in all employees. And this value drive our day-to-day decision and actions, helping us stay aligned as a team. Next slide, please. Bank itself offers a range of products and services to make banking easier. Digital saving and deposit for those who want a quick, secure access to their fund, and e-wallet integration for seamless digital payments. Again, customer first. We make sure the customer experience also need to basically maintain, and then electricity token, bill payment, and mobile tops up, and then Curiosity Bank for instant digital transaction. Our products are simple, secure, and designed to fit into the daily life of Indonesian. Whether it's paying bills, saving, or investing, we make it hassle-free. Next slide, please. To ensure sustainable and consistent growth, as CFO, at least I need to focus on the following strategies and innovation. First, early involvement, engaging from the start, ensure smooth design and execution. Second, digital transformation, automating all processes, including in finance. Because in my personal view, and I think it's proven, finance is not back office. Finance need to be able to support the business even from the start. That includes how we actually make sure the automation also include in end-to-end processes, which demonstrate strong controls. And with this automation, we can actually increase the productivity, and therefore our turnaround time can be reduced by 75%. And then number 3, integrated data, a centralized system, improve accuracy and cut manual works to reduce human errors by 50%. And risk management, we reduce NPL, non-performing loans, under 2% while staying fully compliant. And then in terms of the team development, training, strengthen leadership, and foster innovation. So basically, as part of banks, we need to make sure all employees are fully equipped with the relevant training. And then financial planning, clear communication, align goals with stakeholders, even during challenges. Cost efficiency, we balance smart cost control with technology investment for sustainable profit. And then capital allocation, prioritizing investment in projects that drive operational and customer success. And shareholder alignment, ensuring strong synergy between management and stakeholders. And then last but not least, collaboration with group ecosystem, working closely with other sister companies, which enable us to achieve 75% of CAGR. Next slide, please. One key focus area has been digital deposits, and we identified pain points in traditional banking, such as we are 24/7, and we don't have any minimum deposit balance, and we basically never charge the admin fee. And with our digital solution, customer can open accounts anytime, anywhere, because based on our study, most unbankable population basically it's very hard for them to open account in banks because they need to visit the branch, and the branch also has like certain opening hours, and it's very hard for them, yeah, to have this kind of access. And when it comes to the cost and benefit, they don't feel any benefit to put their money in banks because they basically have quite low wages or salary because their income is not as fixed as white collars workers. Yeah, that's why for the cost and benefit, they basically really care if the bank, for instance, never charge the admin fee, there's no minimum balance, because for this unbanked population, usually their wages is on weekly basis. So it can be the case that they have the money on Monday, but by Friday it's already gone. Yeah, because yeah, they need to basically transfer out to their families, yeah, village to pay for costs. Yeah, that's why we give the cost subsidy to basically help and cater the needs of this unbanked population so that we can actually improve the financial inclusion in Indonesia through our digital solution. We also offer daily interest payouts so that they can have good motivation, yeah, to save their money on daily basis, and also easy transaction management. While this model has higher initial costs, such as funding and technology investment, it aligns with our vision and mission to provide accessible and affordable banking. Now, let's talk, next slide, please. Okay, now let's talk about Cbank's marketing strategy. Our focus has been on making banking attractive, accessible, and rewarding for customer. Here's how. Cashback promotion. Customer enjoy instant rewards for using Cbank QRIS or saving with us, like cashback offers up to 120,000, and then free transfer. We offer up to 100 free transfer per month, saving customer from from the fee itself. So there's no charge up to 100 times per customer per month. Yeah. It doesn't mean that we burn the money, yeah, because it's not allowed in banking industry. It's a matter of strategically changing our cost structure, which is different with other traditional banks. Because other traditional banks, I think their biggest spending in terms of the physical branch network. Yeah, and also, yeah, they need to basically have what numerous of physical branches is quite costly. Yeah, meanwhile, in our side, we basically have different cost structure. And this is one of the main costs, yeah. But of course, the benefit is for the customer itself. And then customer-centric campaign like the recent family-centered Hari Ayah or Father's Day campaign connect emotionally with our audience, showing that Cbank cares beyond transaction. And by combining attractive promotion with emotional engagement, we've been able to grow our user base while building strong customer loyalty. Next slide, please. To wrap up, Cbank's journey show that combining innovation, efficiency, and strong commitment to customer, rapid business growth is achievable. Whether you are an entrepreneur, a professional, or simply someone looking for inspiration, I hope today's insight encourage you to embrace change, leverage technology, and put people at the heart of your strategy. Because as we can see over here, yeah, is quite banking specific, but I think is also in line with the current technology transformation. I think from the very beginning, we understand that the banking is very traditional, physical branches, paper-based transaction, face-to-face interaction. And the impact is basically the foundation of modern banking with the development of central banks, checks, and basic financial services. And then it evolved becoming modern bank. That's why we introduce the credit card and centralized banking system. But again, it's also evolved to digital banking. And the key features include the introduction of ATM, online banking, payment system, And the shift towards digital transaction, reducing the needs for physical bank visit and enabling 24/7 access to banking services. And starting from 2000, basically we know about the mobile and digital first banking. And the key feature, basically the mobile banking apps, digital wallets, and fintech integration. But there is what we call banking 5.0, which is with the technology advancement. Yeah. And then we also acknowledge there are quite extensive robotic process automation, artificial intelligence, which drive the banking processes based on experience. It's also proven that the greatest assets and the critical aspect is still human. Yeah, human-centric means that the value irreplaceable. Yeah, the technology cannot replace the human elements like empathy, trust, and nuanced understanding. Leveraging AI to enhance customer experience by making interaction more efficient, personalized, and secure. But still, people is still our greatest assets. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Terima kasih Ibu Linda, and thank you so much for this sharing session. And those are excellent strategies and experience in driving growth at PT Bank Sibank Indonesia. And also I got few notes from Ibu Linda presentation is that Sibank aims to cover all economic segments in Indonesia, from underserved to advanced population, and they also lead by example with a unique culture and values, prioritizing customer first, teamwork, and integrity. And to ensure sustainable business growth, finance is not just a back office function, but supposed to be the business from start to finish. And also Sibank works to improve financial inclusion across Indonesia through various models that align with their vision. Terima kasih, Bu Linda. Okay, now let me introduce our third
Thank you,
speaker.
Aulia, for the summary.
Yeah. Pak Wasudewan, the CEO of Rumah 123. Mr. Wasudewan will share his valuable insight on business growth within his organization. Pak Wasudewan, the platform is yours.
Okay, thank you, Diajeng. You can see my screen, yeah?
Yes, Pak, clear.
Okay. Yeah, since my English is not that good compared to like Bu Linda and Pak Bova, so I'm trying to do mix here. So today, I hope that everyone know about Rumah 123. Let me highlight a bit about Rumah 123. We have been in Indonesia since 2007. Actually, this is started by Pak Sandiaga Uno at the time, 17 tahun lalu. And then after that, sold to iProperty Malaysia. And then again, after that, sold to realestate.com.au, Australia. And then 2020, just 1 month before COVID, we acquired Rumah 123. So we are from Singapore. Our group name is 99 Group. So our website in Singapore called 99.co. Yeah. So in Indonesia, we have two websites, Rumah 123 and 99.co. So this is about the history. Usually when people know about Rumah 123, this is like a platform for seller and buyer connect, right? And then at the end, transaction happen. But actually, when we talk about seller, it's not only about the homeowner who try to sell the property, but also there is an agent and as well as the developers. For us now, we have like a bank who also try to sell their NPL asset. So when we look at the seller, so we will have a homeowner, we will have an agent, we will have a developer as well as banks. Yeah. And if you look at our ecosystem right now, our focus is, as we learn at IPMI, right? Every business needs to build the ecosystem. That's how we see Gojek. That's how we see Google. That's how we see Meta. So once we build the ecosystem and then we are part of the ecosystem, we are somehow in the center of the ecosystem. That's what we call that we will have the sustainable competitive advantage. So when we look at property industry, we have penjual rumah. Every month we got around 8,000 people who come to Rumah 123 and then they want to sell their property. And then we work with 21,000 agents right now. They subscribe to us because Rumah 123 is the platform paling murah to sell their property. Because if they try to sell property in Kompas, let's say Kompas, for 3 line advertisement, that can cost like 140,000 something. You can imagine if they have 100, then they need to pay like 10 million just for one day. But with us, 10 million can be like 1 year. Yeah. So it's very cheap, but also have a great reach, yeah, to more people. In terms of people who are looking for property and coming to our website, that's around 12 million per month on both Rumah 123 as well as 99.co. And then we are working with developers, 300 plus the developers in Indonesia. So like Cinemas, on certain project, we can contribute up to 22% of their annual sales. Like Grand Wisata, and then Grand City Balikpapan, Klaska, some part in BSD. So there are different types of campaign that we are running with the developers. And we also work with banks. So when people come to us and then they will find the secondary houses, the secondary properties, as well as the primary properties. Whatever happen in here, in Indonesia, 70% orang membeli properti menggunakan using mortgage. Yeah, 70%. So we work with banks to make sure that the customer can find the right banks to finance their property. Right now, we work with Mandiri, BRI, and many other banks. And also we work with banks who has NPL asset because they need to plus out this NPL asset, right? And then media industry. So after the consumer get their properties and then got financed by the banks, and then after that they need to think how to find the right aircon, how to find the right washing machine, furnitures. So we also work with our partner, what we call the industry. Perusahaan furniture, electronics, because like Samsung, they have like 20 million washing machine, which they're targeting the people who buy property above 5 billion. So to do the right segment campaign, so they come to us and then they say that, oh, we want to target people who buy property in BSD above 5 billion. Then they will try to sell this washing machine to the consumer. So that are the things that we are doing with all these different stakeholders. But the most important part is how we can be in the center of this ecosystem. Then we can connect each of these stakeholders. At some cases, let's say we go to, there are new project happen in one area. And then the project try to sell the project fast. Usually they will come to us, hey, Rumah 123, can you help me to gather like 100 agents who are experienced to sell property above 3 billion? Because I don't want to connect with the agent who sell the property usually around 1 billion, because my property is the premium one. So then we get the 100 agent in one occasion, then we get the developers to do the product knowledge. So that's one of example how we connect each stakeholders. Yeah. And then when we look at our business, this is 17 years business, and then we work with many stakeholders. But when we look at the business model nowadays, it's not more linear. dulu kita punya produk, we are thinking to sell the product to customer. We don't care about the customer. What we care is how do we can sell our product faster. Jadi kalau kita dulu punya rumah, kita mau jual rumah ke customer A, then kita mau jual financing, we are trying to sell to customer B. Yeah. Then we try to sell the electronics, then we maybe try to sell to customer C. Because this brand, this industry try to sell their product without knowing much about their customer. But nowadays, when we look at the business, especially in our case, in property, we don't think that this is linear anymore, but this is more circular. Yeah, the business start with the customer. Do we know enough about our customer? So let's say on the property case, when someone want to buy property, they also thinking about the financing. Then they are thinking about the furniture, they are thinking about the electronic, they are thinking about the insurance. So we work also with Prudential, because for Prudential, they want to increase their size of the high premium. Yeah. So they come to us, they try to get the premium segment, the people who are buying property above, let's say, certain pricing, or the people who are looking for commercial property, because they want to tap into the premium customer, right? So in our case, when we got someone who are looking for property, let's say in Kemang Bayu, then we know that this guy, when the customer buy the property, need financing, need electronic, and then need other things. So we are trying to make sure that we have a good relationship, and then to make sure that this is not only just one time interaction with us, but even 5 years after they buy the property, not 5 years, maybe 2 years, because most of the bank in Indonesia, they have like a fixed rate for 2 years, and then after that, floating, right? So after 2 years, then we try to call them, Pak, remember next month, your floating will be started. Did you notice or not, right? So if you think that because the installment will be higher by 3 million, 5 million, we can help you. If you want to, if you don't want to do repricing with the bank, then we can help you to do take over another. So that's the touch point we do after 2 years. And then at some point also, here, at some point also, so this is the one that I explained before. Discovery is the first journey when someone want to buy property. After they find the property, then they want to get the mortgage. And then after that, the transaction happened. Yeah. After that, this is what we call the higher value transaction, where the customer will come back to us. They want to sell their property or they want to rent their property. They need the effective platform to put the listing. And then for some customer, they also want to become investor. They know that, oh yeah, right now I know that if I buy property in Bali, for sure I can get double-digit yield. Yeah, even some developers in Bali, they guaranteed 11%, 12% yield per year. So they want to become an investor, and then they come to us and they ask, hey, is there any property in your portal which the price already went down by 15%, 20%, the price below NGOP? So we got a lot of requests at the time. So then we think how we can have this competition advantage. Yeah. So then we think we must think on how we can have long cycle relationship with the customer, not only one time when they are looking for property, and then after they find, then they won't never come to us, right? So we are thinking for the long period. Then we are also looking at the expectation of the customer. When they come, if you look at the discovery part, when they come, all days they just look at the property, and then after that they will do offline site. Nowadays, there are a lot of people from Surabaya looking for property in Kalimantan. There are a lot of people from Makassar looking for property in Surabaya because Surabaya become hub for Indonesia Timur, right? And then there are a lot of people from Surabaya looking for property in BSD because they know that the BSD property increased like crazy in the last few years. So what we are doing right now, please let me know if my video is not playing, yeah? Is it working properly? Okay. So
Okay,
this
Pak.
is one of the technology that we have. So we create like a 360. So we do production using drone because for some people, usually they got kena tipu. Every developers will say, oh yeah, my project is in the right location, but they don't know how's the location look like if you look from the air, right? So we create this for certain project which the developer want to expose their location. So we expose the location, and then they can click on certain spots, then they will be information on that. And then also we integrate with for telephony system. When the customer looking at certain area, certain cluster, then they have question, they just click on the phone, they can connect directly with the sales. Yeah. And they can set up the appointment to do site visit as well. And this is the best part. If you meet developers nowadays, you meet them, they will pass you the brochure or they will give you the PDF. The problem is, this is technology era. After they give you the PDF, then they will call you the next day. They will ask, "Hey Pak, udah buka PDF-nya belum? Ada pertanyaan nggak?" Then the customer will say, "Oh yeah, I'm busy. I will call you. I haven't opened the PDF." Or they might answer, "Oh yeah, saya udah buka, but I will get back to you." But we don't know exactly what they are looking at the PDF, which part of the brochure that they are looking. We have no clue. Then when we talk with Sinarmas at that time, they spend like 100 millions on every channel every month, but 30% usually they spend on Google and Meta, yeah, to do advertisement. Then they when they do advertisement at Meta, they try to have the landing page on their WhatsApp, their sales, ya, WhatsApp. Then we ask, Pak, kenapa landing page-nya ke WhatsApp? Oh ya, biar cepat jawabnya. Biar cepat jawabnya. Jadi kita bisa langsung kirim browser. Then we ask, do you know which customer consider the hot leads? Oh ya, yang paling banyak nanya nih kayaknya hot leads nih. Then we told them it might be your competitor. Right? So then we create this virtual 360 and then we put the tracker there. So when the customer come and then they visit the project virtually, then we can track what are the interesting point of the customer. So when we call the customer, we are calling using data because we know the customer spending like from 10 minutes, they're spending 3 minutes just looking at the kitchen. So when we call the customer, then we ask, hey Bu, gimana desain kitchennya, desain dapurnya, bagus nggak? Because we know that they spend the most of the time looking at the kitchen or the master bedroom or the pool. So this is what we are doing. And then that's proven they can close faster and then have better conversion rate. Yeah. So this is a dashboard. They can update here for the function as the CRM as well. And then they can choose which unit the customer interested in. Yeah. Then people know Rumah 123 because the domain also contain wording Rumah. Then we realized last year we got 2 million listing in our website. 1.8, around 1.8 is the residential. And then around 200 plus thousand is about commercial property. Then we somehow discussed with Pertamina at the time. They asked our help to help their SPBU, because if you go to SPBU, you will find around 10 kiosks. Ada Kopi Kenangan, ada Indomaret, ada ATM. Then you will find 3 or 4 outlet kosong. You can imagine Pertamina have like 7,000 pom bensin in Indonesia. And then if each pom bensin have like 3 or 4 empty kiosks, there are more than 20,000 kiosks empty right now in Pertamina. At the same time, people are coming to our website looking for ruko. Then we call the customer, Pak, udah jadi sewa rukonya. Then they said, oh ya, belum jadi, budgetnya nggak cocok. Why don't you go to pom bensin? Because every pom bensin are in the big road, right? And then you will find 4,000 motor and mobile every day. There is no ruko you can get exposed by 4,000 mobile and motor. Then we call the customer, and then they said, are you sure? Yeah, the price also slightly below the ruko price, right? Because for the owner of the pom bensin, this is another revenue stream, not the main one. So they are very flexible in giving the price of the rental. Then we work for 6 months. We just working with Pertamina for 6 months. We got like more than 50 kiosks rented already. Mulai dari apotek, laundry, even for the swap battery for the motorcycle. We never realized that our visitor for Rumah 123 also looking up people coming from this industry, looking for commercial property. So this is one of the example. That's Pertamina. Also, we are working with Inalum. So Inalum have 2 offices in Kuala Tanjung as well as in Medan. So they want to increase the occupancy of the office space. So we are creating the 360 as well as we promote this in our website. So people who are looking for office space, then they have option to look into the Inalum office space. And we also working with KCI, Kereta Komuter Indonesia. They have kiosks in the station. And then we try to connect with the brand who are looking to have kiosks in the KCI. As well as if you go to the train, inside the train, di pegangan tangan, yeah. So there is an advertisement as well. So we are trying to expose that advertisement to the brand who are coming in our website. And this is for related to the banks, yeah. We are working with the bank right now. You see that there is a Mandiri. So Mandiri and Cbank, Bu Linda, actually our customer, try to sell the NPL asset. And then you see Bank DKI and then Bank BLI. So for us, we need different type of property which give more values for our customer. Because not every customer come to us want to buy the new property. Yeah. And then what we are doing in terms of the breakthrough, we keep thinking on how we can sustain the customer, keep coming to our website and then looking for different things so we can expand our business as well. So what we are doing, this is based on our campaign with Bank Mandiri 2 years ago. At that time, Bank Mandiri asking Rumah 123 to provide a good listing because they want to sell their mortgage to their payroll customer. Then they come, Pak bisa bantu nggak kasih listing-listing yang bagus nih? And then we think, what kind of listing yang bagus maksudnya kan? Then we discuss internally, then we realize when the agent upload the listing, after certain months, they will reduce the price. Because they got pushed by the owner, tolong dong nih kok nggak laku-laku, turunin aja harganya. So if you see here, you can find some property, sometimes the price went down 40%, 30%, 20%. But we pull out all the listing, which the price already revised by from 10 to 40%. Then we put into one page for rumah123.com /tabus rumah. You can click tabus rumah, then it will land it on this page. Yeah. As well as on the right side, when you want to sell property, you never know what will be the right price for your property. Even you want to sewa, you want to jual, you never know. And then you don't know how to benchmark. Then we create a page which we are using big data to olah this data. Then we have this page where you can put the location as well as the size of the land. Then you can see what will be the estimated price for your property. But this with a disclaimer, the price coming from supply data. Because in Indonesia, you never find transaction data. Unlike Singapore, after transaction, next 2 weeks, the government will publish the transaction data. Yeah, in Indonesia, it's so difficult. So we are trying to process the supply data. So in summary, from my experience, when we talk about growth, I believe that from the two speakers, Bu Linda and Pa Bova, we learn a lot. But from how we see the business right now, there are 5 points. This is from my understanding, what we need to think and then focus on. Yeah. The first one, indicator. Most of the time, we like to see the lagging indicator. Yeah, oh, our sales is dropped, our market sales went down, and then the ROI and others. But sometimes we have forgot to look into the leading indicator like changing demographic, like consumer, the way they looking for property, the way they are trying to find the right financing for their property. Sometimes kita lupa gitu, nggak terlalu fokus. But that's the most important one actually. We are not talking about the fundamental, ya. I will discuss the fundamental nanti di poin 5. The second one, personalization. Everyone talking about AI nowadays. But what does AI mean? Yeah, for us, personalization is the key. Yeah, how when I come to rumah 123, sekarang saya cari rumah di Bintaro 4 miliar. When I'm coming back tomorrow, then the site will recommend property around Bintaro with that price range. So then I feel, oh yeah, I tried to continue my journey yesterday. Now I'm looking at the similar property. Yeah. So the personalization. Yeah. And then the third one is the customer expectation. Customer nowadays is smart. Yeah. So they want us to empower them. They want us to know them. They want us to reach them. They want us to show them and then direct them in the proper way. Bukan yang annoying gitu ya. Tapi yang benar-benar smart. And then nowadays it's not about the competition. Kita siapa yang lebih besar. We have a bigger production or a bigger scale manufacture. Tapi the winner is the company who knows the customer. Yeah. So every company now trying to compete on how can win the and having the good interaction with the customer. So game-nya udah beda. And then the last one, yeah, as Bezos keep mention, yeah, we are like to think, oh, how will be my business fundamentally change? Ya, apa yang akan berubah? But sometimes we forget what will not change in the next 10 years. And then how we can design our business process, our product to cater that things which fundamentally important and then will not change in the next 10 years, 20 years. So I think this is what we learned. And then maybe something that you can look into this when you are thinking to grow your company. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, looking forward if you have any question on my presentation. Thank you.
Terima kasih Pak Wasudewan for sharing those insightful lesson and strategy for business growth. So the presentation bullet points are every business needs to build its own ecosystem with the company acting as its core. And while managing growth, it's more crucial to focus on leading indicators such as changing demographic and consumer attitudes rather than relying on lagging indicators like sales, market share, or ROI. And true personalization really empowers customer, and instead of competing based on manufacturing scale, companies are now competing on the scale and quality of customer interaction. Okay, before we were going to Q&A session, now we'll start with a quick photo session. We kindly ask all participants to please turn on their cameras for the photo, and this will only take a moment. Mas Fajri, can you please take the picture?
It's done, Mbak. Okay, picture taken. Thank you.
Terima kasih untuk semua participant. Thank you for all the participant. So we are now going to Q&A session. And before that, I'd like to share an exciting opportunity with you. If you are considering joining the IPMI MBA program for the March 2025 intake, we are offering an early bird program that provides a 12% tuition fee deduction. And this is a fantastic chance to secure your spot in the program and enjoy significant discount on your tuition fees. And to take advantage of this offer, be sure to complete your application before the early bird deadline. And if you have any question about the program or how to apply, feel free to reach out the admission team after the session. And we hope to see many of you joining us in the next cohort. Okay, now we'll open the floor for our Q&A session. And please type your question in the chat box or please raise your hand. Participant, please feel free to raise your hand and we'll take them one by one. Yes, Pak Dani Syahputra.
Yes, thank you, Mbak Aulia. Hello, everyone. Ibu Linda, Pak Wasudewan, and Pak Bovanantio Rosa. Thank you for your sharing session, a very wonderful presentation and sharing session. I'm Dani Saputra. Currently, I work at PT BNI Asset Management as a head of strategic business finance and MBA student IPMI also. I'm very interesting about the Ibu Linda from Cbanks about the finance is not just support division. It's very interesting because in a FUCA era we very challenged about the volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. So in my company, finance call as a strategic business finance division. So I want to ask you, how does Cbanks make finance division have a growth mindset to realize that currently finance must be a business partner in your company, Bu Linda? Please, I want to ask and your sharing session in this class. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pak Dani, for the questions. Okay, yeah. finance as a business partner. Yeah, I think that's quite reflect the real function, whereby I think when it comes to any strategic business initiative, yeah, we need to make sure that the business owners also understand the implications to the business processes, controls, and also the cost and benefit analysis. In this case, we as a business partner, we will help them to basically set up the financial model for any strategic business initiative, and then we will assess whether this is in line, first thing first, in line with our vision and mission, and also our long-term plan. Yeah, because when it comes to any strategic initiative, I think everything needs to be aligned. And when it comes to the investment, for instance, the business proposed 200 billion of investment, and the result may be 250. So when we compare with what if we spend around 300, but the outcome is 500. Nah, so my question is whether, as a quote unquote the business partner, I directly reject the higher cost, or I need to consider the multiplier effect. Yeah, I think we know that we need to consider both cost and benefit. Not solely the higher costs of project will be rejected. And we also, I think as a finance function, we need to have a strong business acumen, meaning we need to understand who are our stakeholders. Yeah, in this case, for every strategic initiative, who are our customer and what is their behavior? Like I mentioned, when our vision is to basically tap the underserved segment, what are their needs? Of course, it's different with the affluent banking customer. The affluent banking customer, they need like dedicated RM to serve them. They need wealth management product, and they have like quite expensive smartphone. Meanwhile, for underserved, maybe they only have simple smartphone, meaning our mobile application need to basically very light and can be installed in any kind of smartphone, and not necessarily to be like expensive smartphone. And then what is their pain points? They don't want to basically save their money because it's basically costly. Admin fee, the admin charges for transfer out their money to other banks. And as consequence, as finance, of course, we are challenged whether we are willing to spend this significant cost. Meanwhile, when we talk about the cost and benefit per customer profitability, maybe it will be minus. But that's the consequence for having our vision tap the underbanked, the unbankable population. But we know that in the mid term or in the long run, we can generate positive bottom line. Because of course, we cannot afford to basically subsidize and don't really care about whether we generate profit or not. Hopefully this explains, Pak.
Thank you, Wulinda. One question more. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Is there any resistance from your finance staff when they company asks to you must think about business too, not just finance? Any
Of course,
resistance?
of course. Oh no, basically, it's like you also reiterate, it's basically growth mindset. Because I think as top management, even though we are very specialized, there is like legal and compliance director, there is business director, there is finance director, but all board of directors basically need to share the common goal. We have shared KPI. So we need to ensure certain business growth, and then we need to ensure prudent risk management end-to-end, including for my area of expertise, need to make sure prudent provision management when it comes to the NPL, as shared by Pak Wasudewan. Yeah. And then I think top management also under Undang-Undang PT ya, Limited Corporation Law harus tanggung renteng ya. Jadi nggak bisa finance or risk director make mistake then only the one that is being punished only that particular director is not. It's basically tanggung renteng.
Thank you, Ibu Linda, very
Hopefully it
quickly,
answered.
and
Yeah.
thank
Thank
you for
you.
your sharing session.
Thank you, Pak Dhani.
Thank you, Bu Linda and Pak Dhani. And we like to proceed to the next question. It's from Pak Sofyan Arfian. It said that it is always interesting when we talk anything in this digital era, as Pak Wasudewan said, nowadays everybody talk about AI. And how do you think AI will shape the future of the banking industry the next 5 to 10 years? For example, in personalized financial products, even digital financial advisors such as autonomous banking, where machine learning technology allows banks to offer financial products tailored to individual needs, such as lower interest loan for customer with low risk profiles, all of which can be detected by AI banking by conducting individual or personalized customer profiling performed by AI. Maybe the question will be answered by Pak Wasudewan.
Yeah, I think I will try to answer a bit, and then maybe Bu Linda, since this related to finance, can add on that point also. So actually, the question already answered by Pak is the one who answer the one who asked the question. Yeah. From how we see the AI, it's very interesting. Yeah. I think nowadays the AI know us more than anyone else. Yeah, because of the daily behavior, and then we are really connected to the system, and then we are connected to everything. So when we apply something to the bank, and then if the banks can connect into our credit scoring, then it's already open. What kind of product, with our risk profile, which match with our risk profile, and then it's easier for the bank, and then maybe the process will be faster compared to the current process to see whether the customer eligible to get a certain loan or not, or other product. So it will reduce a huge cost from the bank side, from the risk assessment, as well as to find the right customer for certain product attacking certain segment. Yeah, so we just look at the beginning of the AI right now. I think this is maybe AI 4.0 something, 5.0 something. Even the ChatGPT also 4.0, 5.0. We can imagine what will be, how the AI will look later in the next 7 years when the version already 12.0. Yeah, if we compare like the iPhone 1 compared to now iPhone 16, huge. Yeah, huge evolution. So I think a lot of things will happen for sure. That will be fasten the process, and then the ways to get to sell the product to the wrong people also will be diminished, and then to increase and then attack certain segment for the certain premium product, I think it will be more easier. That's how I look. Yeah, maybe Bu Linda, you know better this area for finance.
Okay, thank you, Pak Wasudewan. Thank you for the questions. Yeah, it's very interesting when it comes to the AI and also banking industry, because it's basically day to day as our part of our life. I think Pak Wasudewan also mentioned AI will not only revolutionize our industry, our sector, but I think for the personalization, make it faster, make it more productive, efficient, and to secure the services itself. Because I think we all know about the cybercrime, and I think one of quote unquote solution to mitigate or manage the fraudster with the high technology, of course we need to use also the high technology, right? In order to beat the fraudster. Kalau mereka canggih, kita juga harus lebih canggih gitu ya. Nggak bisa misalnya misalnya ada fraudster yang bisa ya mungkin mereka bisa akses ke Dukcapil terus dilawangnya pakai mata orang gitu ya ngelihatnya oh ini orangnya bener sama KTP-nya gitu ya gimana nanti kalau KTP-nya itu di replace gitu ya fotonya berarti kan mesti pakai teknologi juga gitu. Nah tapi yang paling penting adalah this AI will make the banking services more inclusive. Yeah, because financial inclusion is in fact, I think, is already proven in the other countries that if we have higher or better financial inclusivity, then it will leverage or it will improve our economic growth. Yeah, hopefully. That's why I think Bank Indonesia and OJK also encourage all financial institutions, yeah, to basically tackle and enhance digital financial inclusion. And banks that embrace AI will definitely gain a competitive edge in delivering smarter and faster solution. I think I can give some example. Yeah, I think you also mentioned about the personalized financial product when you basically banking with the top 10 banks. I think they also offer you like the AI-driven customer profiling. As such, the bank can tailor your financial products based on your individual needs. Like maybe you need lower interest rate for mortgage, yeah, because you are proven to be like low risk customer, or personalize your saving plans for your pension, yeah. And then what else? Some foreign banks also facilitate digital financial advisor. Like you basically get advice with the customized advice on the investment, budgeting, or retirement plan. And then what else? Customer experience. I think most banks already use AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistant to provide 24/7 supports so that you can have real-time customer engagement. And then when it comes to the risk management and fraud detection, I think I also mentioned the real victim of the global economic crisis is the bottom of pyramid. They even cannot survive, yeah, because when it comes to the crisis, yeah, like the white collars, we have, most of us have credit cards. When maybe we have like challenging time to pay our living costs, we can always pay minimum payment, right? 10% now become 5%. But these banks, they even don't have any financial or banking products. As such, they cannot survive because their income, they don't have like salary slip, they have irregular income, and how to basically measure whether they are capable or not. Yeah, whether their repayment capacity is there or not, because they even not registered in our SLIC credit history, because I think all of us has credit history, yeah, because if we have credit cards, then if you are a good customer, you will have like Bank Indonesia BI Collect one, yeah, meaning you basically have better access. And then with this AI, they can actually study your behavior. Yeah, so AI can enhance the credit risk capabilities of the bank so that the banks has better confidence, yeah, to give loan product to this unbankable segment. That's why I think we can see the increasing growth of our peer-to-peer lending, and also the banks which have the cooperation with this P2P. And then what else? Robotic processes automation. That's why you can see the turnaround time of services in banks very, very fast right now. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for the amazing answer about personalized AI from each perspective, Pak Wasudewan dan Bu Linda. I hope the answer can address Pak Sofin's question. And unfortunately, we're running out of time, so we'll only be able to take one more question. Pak Nathanael Tegar, you are welcome to ask the question, please.
So it's okay. Thank you for the opportunity to talk here. So I think this meeting is talk about insight for rapid business growth. And I want to ask to Mr. Nanto. I want to talk about your strategies. You know, I think it's not easy to make sure that the performance of your team is always good. So the question is how you manage as an operation and maintenance director to make sure that your team is always having a good performance. And the second question is how do you find the balance between the innovation and the operational efficiency to keep the business growing sustainably? I think that's enough the question for me. Thank you for answering.
Thank you, Nathanael. Lucky me, the question not AI for the railway sector because that's quite difficult to answer. But I think the highlight of the question is how to maintain the team to proper working for the good performance until end of concession or future of concession. From my answer is just a simple, short answer that every human resource that we have at our company, we prepare to strengthening to capacity building every personnel, especially in every sector like signaling, track, and of course only strategy for strengthening and get some external education that will be support from the management go through the human resource to make production more better for the commercial. And the second answer for innovation and the commercial. So this is quite specific to answer the question between the we already explained about the activity payment that we get some revenue with the flat numbers every year. And now at the initial stage, we still get some enough gap to predict the future gap, and we prepare some innovation. So that's I'm quite interesting with the discussion about AI, and I think we already discussed with my group at IPMI previously that in railway sector we have tried to prepare the automation. That's not really AI, but we plan to prepare some tools, some equipment to make the automation and easy to control for the future. So for the future, we can manage operation and maintenance and reduce the human resource, but using the automation and maybe later on AI, because automation just the tools, equipment, but smart tools, how to manage the performance of track to make operation sustain. But after that, we can expand with the AI. AI will predict if some problem in the operation and maintenance can solve by the what to call it, the result of the AI. So that's the answer. We hope AI still can help us. Agree, Bu Linda. In every sector in business, not only finance, bank, infrastructure. I think we still try to what you call it to enhance to how to use AI with the proper way in every sector. I think that's the answer for Nathanael Tegar. Thank you. Miss Aulia Diajeng.
Terima kasih Pak Nanto. And I think we have one last question from Felicia. Hi, Bulinda. I'm Felicia. What are the biggest challenges as a finance director, and how is getting a MBA degree influence you to make business decision?
Okay, thank you, Bu Felicia, for the questions. Maybe I will answer the second one first. Yeah, definitely this MBA program with IPMI enhance my decision making as finance director. First, in terms of the perspective, yeah, I'll get much broader perspective because I learned about the strategy, the marketing, customer focused marketing, and then operation and also human resources. And this gives me a holistic view of the business challenges. And then strategic thinking helped me to learn to analyze the complex problem, anticipate trends, and align strategies with the business goal. We also learn about the corporate finance, global economy, accounting with Profiwi. Basically, it helps to refine decision making with advanced skills, including the modeling, the investment decision really helped me to basically make a critical decision. And also in terms of the leadership, last time I learned from Pak Rinaldi Firmansyah. It's basically very precious opportunity. Basically, we learned that the leadership is about influence. Yeah, it give us like a better wisdom to basically lead the team and also lead ourselves to basically make a meaningful impact, to anyone around us and also inspire innovation. It's also for me, I also learned about the networking, collaborate with diverse professional. That's why I think one of the interesting subject is about influencing and negotiation. We also learn about the immersion, how our knowledge can give meaningful impact, to our community. I remember we also learn about the data-driven decision. It's very helpful, how to basically use analytics to make informed and evidence-based business decision. And of course, global adaptability, because I think from the global economy subject, corporate finance, we can navigate international market with better understanding of cultural and economic nuance. And then I think the challenging, the most challenging part is of course how to balance between study and also work, because I think the responsibility and also uncertainties in global economy, geopolitical tension also impact our organization, despite the sector itself. I think it also impact Manova, Sudewan, and also I think in most of aspects in our life. But I think that's why I think by having more education, we can have better access to make us like better in decision making. I think that's my testimonials. I hope this answers your question. Thank you both.
Thank you to our speakers for addressing all the questions and thank you to our audience for participating actively. I believe all the participants are highly inspired and interested within the topic. And as we conclude today's session, I'd like to take a moment to summarize that we have learned incredible insight on scaling business quickly and sustainably from our three inspiring speakers, Pak Rosa Bovananto, who share experience from PT Celebes Railway Indonesia, Ibu Lindawati Oktaviani with her banking industry expertise from Bank Indonesia, and Pak Wasudewan highlighting strategy from Rumah 123. Huge thank you to our speakers, participants, and the organizing team at IPMI Institute for making this event a success. Thank you everyone for your time and participation. Have a great evening and stay inspired. See you at our next sharing session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you.
Thank you, Bu
Thank you all the
Linda,
audience. Thank you.
Pak
Thank you.
Rosa,
Prof.
Aulia,
Yeah.
Pak Wasu, thank you.
Amin.
Bapak
Baik.
Ibu.
Baik.
Terima kasih.
Thank you, Pak.
Terima kasih Bapak Ibu.
Terima kasih Bapak Ibu. Have a good rest.
Thank you everyone for coming.
Thank you, Pak Dedi. Thank you, Bu Sidro.
Ya, thank you.
Thank you, tim Setia dan Pak Jeri semuanya.